everyone, it is Ellie Diecast, and we are back doing what I do here in the garage, and that is making videos of toys. So we've got kind of a mixed group today. These are cars that I picked up at garage sales, I believe, and there's some really cool ones in here. There was actually some that I was kind of surprised at some of the stories behind them. So we'll get started with this guy. This is a Hot Bird, so any of the diehards would recognize this guy immediately. Some people just collect the Hot Birds. Yeah, if this one was in mint condition, he'd be really worth something. He'd be worth around 60. No, he wouldn't be worth that much. He might be worth maybe 20 bucks or so. But this one isn't. This one has been... He's been running from Smokey for too long. I think he did a couple barrel rolls in his lifetime at one point, but not bad condition. He still rolls just fine. But yeah, it's got the American, what's that say? All-American Firebird. I was going to say it says American All-Bird Fire. Yeah, well, anyway. So we got that guy. We have, just a second here. Got this organized. All right. Next up, we've got a Toyota MR2 Rally. This one, I know my friend Moods is really going to like this one. I don't know if I'm going to give this one up or not. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't decided. It's from 2001. It's 3 spokes. This one, I think, came in 2 versions. And I don't know too much more about it. I was kind of surprised to see that it was available when I got it. So also there's going to be a bit of a pause after each of these as I wrap up their notes with them again. This is a Camaro Convertible. This one's kind of interesting because he did not come in the main lines. He was part of the 1999 or 2000 or 2001, depending on when you might have seen it on the shelves, the Super Highway play set. I could not find a picture of this Super Highway play set, so if anybody knows of it, let me know. He's got one little ding there in the back. Evidently, he was going a little bit fast on the old Super Highway, but it's a nice car. I really like it when I get the cars that are from the sets. It's just something kind of special about those cars, I think. So this one was one of the ones that was kind of interesting, and I'll give the folks that like to guess the name a chance. Does anybody know what that is? This one has one of the weirdest names ever. It is a Zender Fact 4. I thought it was a Ferrari, but it's a Zender Fact 4. One of the coolest names out there. This one was from the Cyborg City 5 pack that came out in, I want to say 1999-ish or so. And the red one is from the 1997 main lines. I'm trying to remember which one came first, and I can get you the date better. But I know this one's 1997. I'm going to guess this one was 99, but I might be wrong on the white one. But he came from the Cyborg City 5 pack. We got a couple of them from the Cyborg City 5 pack. I think I got them all at the same spot. But more interestingly is the car with the weird name, the Zender Fact 5, or Zender Fact 4, sorry, is a real car. I didn't know that. When I looked it up, and there were some real cars there. The Zender is a company, and I had heard of Zender, but I didn't think they made cars. And they make conversion kits and auto kits mainly for customizing real cars, not Hot Wheels. But this Zender Fact 4 was a car that they made, one of the few, if not the only car that they actually made themselves. And there was at least one built. I think there was 2. I think one was a convertible and one was a real car. I've got some pictures here that I'll show you. And they were building these around 1999. They showed them in car shows between 99 and about 2001, and I don't think they were ever for sale. So it's kind of cool. A lot of these fantasy cars we think of at of Hot Wheels that kind of look real. Sometimes they actually are real cars. I always think that's really kind of cool to find out when I'm researching them. All right, next up. Yeah, by the way, the Zender here, this casting, had quite a run. It was in the main lines pretty much straight from about 1997 through about 2009, and then the casting must have bit the dust because I don't think I've seen it since then. This is the Mercedes SLK. It's got the unpainted base. There's two of these. There's a painted base and an unpainted base version. That's the unpainted base. And, oh, sorry. Blanked out there. This one came out in 1999. It was part of the main lines, I believe. That's another one that I bet my buddy Moods is going to want that one. So we'll see. You guys hear Moods' name a lot. One of the things I do to pay for the hobby, besides making videos, which really doesn't pay for the entire hobby, is I buy cars for folks in other countries, and then I ship them to them. So there's a couple guys. There's Moods, Juan, he lives in Brazil, and there is a few people that come and go. So there you go. A little bit more about me. This is a Porsche 930. He came from the 2000 main lines. I think this was one of the favorites of the ones I found. It's in real good shape. And the white cars are really easy to restore if they have little dings in them. Don't know too much more about this car, if there's anything else to know about it. But he is from the 2000 mainline series. Next up, we've got another concept car. This one, this little bad boy, 3 spokes. If he had 3 spokes, boy, I could retire and go to Tahiti. Not really. If he had 3 spokes, he'd be worth about $60 if he was in mint condition. Believe it or not, very, very hard to find with 3 spokes. The 5-spoke version you're looking at here, not really worth any more than about $1, if that, maybe 25 cents. This one's from 99 too. A lot of these are from 99. First edition. 2 variants. And 2 variants on the wheels, and then there was 2 variants on the paint. There was a red metal flake paint job, and this is they all were basically came out as first editions, all those different paint jobs. You may wonder, I got a question, and it was, why am I showing so many, 1997 through about 2002 models? And there actually is a good reason. It's because those are all the ones you can find right now, because everybody that was a kid collecting in 97 through about 2005, they go away to college right around now. So, or their parents are giving away their stuff as they go away to college, and or they go in the military, or they go away, they leave home, and parents sell their stuff, or they sell their stuff. But that's why anybody that collects toys knows that there's usually about a 20-year gap, and then you can get stuff relatively cheap in that 20-year gap. And after that 20-year gap, then the prices tend to go up because the collectors have bought all the easy ones to find by then. So it's also a little bit harder just to find, say, like 2007 cars, because those are still sitting in kids' closets right now. So this is the Solaire CX. He was from 91-ish, I think, maybe 1992. So kind of proving our theory. Any of the 90 models right now are pretty easy to come by. This one had another good run too. The back opens up on it, and it was a favorite. So this one isn't too hard to find. You see it a lot. This particular model had a smoked windshield version that's worth a little bit more. Next up, we've got a Ferrari F359 Challenge. And it's from the 2001 main lines, and there's a lot of these. I don't think I've seen this particular car. If I have, I had forgotten about it because I thought it was rarer than it was, and evidently it's not. There's lots of versions of it. This is a second edition, which there's no such thing as a second edition. It just was the second version that came out. Not a first edition. By the way, first editions don't necessarily mean they're worth anything. in general, the first editions aren't worth any more than any other edition. It just means it's the first time it came out. And some people collect first editions, so they get a little bit more excited in the video when I mention it. This is a King Cuda convertible, and it's got a very cool octopus tampo on it. I had to get Andrew one of these. They had two of these, and he wanted one, and I saw they had a second one, so I picked up one for him. Anything that's got an animal on it right now, he's very big into. He's very big into animals, stuffed animals, and cars with animals, cars that look like animals, anything like that. But you guys know I do a lot of customs, and I really am kind of enthralled with the tampo process and just kind of seeing cool tampos and just the designs. I really like that. Here's two cars that go together, and I don't know too much about these guys, to tell you the truth. They come from the Metro City Police Force pack. That sounds very police-ish. Metro City Police Force 5 pack. It's the Pontiac Rageous, and I did not look this one up, but it's a Corvette, and now I'm not remembering the year of the Corvette to give you the right name, but it's a Corvette. And but more interestingly, we'll take a look at the Corvette. We're going to put him away in a second. The tampos on this are really pretty cool. But this car here, the Rageous, it's a real car too. Concept car. You would think it's a fantasy car just by looking at it, but it was actually a real car. 97 was when they were playing around with this car. I don't know if that's when it was shown or not, but 97, 98, 99. And there was a big trend at that point for sport utility vehicles that were based off of sports car suspensions and sports car stylings, but they were utility cars. And if I knew my cars better, I could rattle off a couple of them during that time. But I know that was kind of the trend. And this particular one had kind of an interesting feature in that the door, which you can see that front door there open like a regular door, but then it had this little teeny side door. It was a 4-door model, but that little side door opened from the inside with like a little latch, much like you'd have on a big truck for the small back seat door. And this had the same feature, and I'm assuming that it opened towards the rear if it had that feature. I got some pictures, if I remember this time, to put them in the video, and it'll show that this car really had quite a bit of room in the back of it. So if you wanted something like a Corvette, but not a Corvette, and to haul the kids around and haul plywood from Home Depot and whatever, then maybe you'd want a Rageous, except I don't think they ever made them. They just make concepts of them. So, and by the way, I think it did have a Corvette suspension on it. Might have had a Corvette body, I don't know. So there you go, the Rageous. It is outrageous. Next up we have this guy. He is an oldie, or getting older. 96. He came out in 96. It's a Corvette. It's a Corvette Stingray, and I think this is a 75. Again, my lack of car knowledge always shows through. He's got a big dent there in the front, and I could fix that up, but if it shows on camera, he's kind of an ivory color, which is a hard color to match for restorations. It's also got a kind of an iridescence to it. I'll try to capture that there. Very hard to restore these guys when they've got that paint coloring going. It's also hard to restore them when they're missing a piece that big. Your eye catches it. When it's just a little flea bites, it's really easy to just make them look brand new. But this guy, probably going to leave him. He's fine the way he is. So 96, I think this came in a 5-pack. It was like Corvette World or Hot Wheels Corvette, something like that, 5-pack, and they were all Corvettes in the 5-pack, if I remember right. Almost done with this one. Put this guy away. Sorry about that. My camera died there. I don't remember where I was at, but Dodge Charger. This is from 2004. It's a General Mills promotional, and I see a lot of these. I didn't have this one, but I think there was 3 in the series, and I don't remember what they were. But they're really colorful cars. This one's the Cheerios, Betty Crocker. I don't know what all it says on it. I didn't check. It says, what does that say? Salute to Petty. Oh, salute to Petty. There you go, because it's the Dodge Charger. Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I've seen quite a few of these. Nice car. So, next up, we've got another kind of strange car. I've shown these before, and the big story isn't the car. The white one is in pretty bad shape. I just picked it up because this is a Pinoys or a Pinoys GTR1. This, I think they're both main lines. Yeah, the white one's the first edition. I think this was 3rd or 4th down the road. But it's a real car. And this was made for tour endurance races. Showed up in the late 90s, and it was made by Pinoys or Pinoys, or I'm not sure how you spell it. It's P-A-N-O-Z. Auto development. And they actually made this car. Again, I'll see if I can find a picture of it. It's a really cool car. The car actually looks a little better than the casting, I think. This white guy's kind of beat up, but this the blue one really shows it off. And but another car that I would think of as a fantasy car, that's actually a real car. You learn something new every day. I wonder if this knowledge will ever come in handy. So, next up, sorry for all the rustling around. It sounds like a squirrel back here. That's me trying to stay organized with these. This one's a Mustang Cobra. It was from the Mega graphic series, because it was mega. Every time I see the word mega, I feel the need to make fun of it. I do have a question. I noticed when I was looking at this one is not in the best shape, that it says Team Wagner on it. Right there. Team Wagner, number 48. Does anybody know what that stands for? Because I could not find anything on it. And I'm always interested what those little graphics is. If that's the designer, or if there was a Team Wagner, or if this is a real car with those graphics. Because I bet it probably is. I couldn't find anything on it. So post below if it is. Getting close to the end. This one is a color changer. It is an ugly color changer. It's a Baja Bug or a Baja Beetle. I'm not sure which one this was. I think it went by both names. And I couldn't find the date on it. I didn't really try too hard. And you could see I was playing with it to see what the graphics were. If I find an open space there, like on the back, you'll see that it starts to change color, and I'm assuming it goes from red to white, and its color changing ability is getting a little long in the tooth. These color changers sometimes do look very ugly when they get old. They are not the best aging collectibles out there. And if you live in a warm or a hot environment, you may never see the other color that they change into. So, but it is black wall. I don't think it was that old, but it had black walls on it. Alright, second to last are these little guys. These guys kind of have a cool story. This is a Ford GT90. And which one? This one. This one came in that Cyborg 5 pack that Zender came in that we saw earlier. He came out in 2000. I think I didn't know the date on the Zender. It was 2000. I think I was guessing 99. And this one, I believe, is the first edition. I think that's right. The white one's the first edition. And it had 2 bases. This one is is this India? Malaysia base on that one. 3 spokes on this guy, 3 spokes on that guy. So I like the blue one. The blue one's pretty cool. The white one's kind of meh. So, all right, one more left. I've got to get my organizing here a little bit faster. And these are the two that I really didn't get a chance to research. So I'm going to let you tell me what they are. That front one there, I think this is a Thunderbird, isn't it? Or isn't it a Thunderbird? It's HotWheels.com on it. I think that's a Thunderbird. I gave it a shot and I couldn't figure it out. He has very rusty axles too. By the way, if you get your cars wet, even a little wet, about 2-3 years later, they're going to have rusty axles because that's a steel mixed in with that alloy, and it's going to rust every single time. This one, I could not remember what this one was for the life of me. I was guessing it was a Lamborghini, and I guessed wrong, I think. So you guys tell me. You're always good at telling me this stuff. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.